the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Science rules.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Inertia is a property of matter. T minus 7 seconds.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
The largest organ in the body is actually not the lungs, heart, or liver. It's actually the skin. The skin has three main layers. The visible one is called the epidermis, which has no blood vessels. Next is the dermis, which is under the epidermis. And under that, being the final layer, is the hypodermis, which is the deepest layer of skin. You see, the skin's function is to protect, regulate temperature, and prevent loss of moisture. A common skin condition is acne. Acne occurs when hair follicles and dead skin under the skin are clogged. This can happen when sebum and dead skin cells plug a pore.
Ow! I got a paper cut. Why am I not bleeding?
Actually, you aren't bleeding. The cut wasn't deep enough to hit any blood vessels, aka the dermis.
A fun way to see how your skin works to regulate temperature is this cool experiment. We will need 2 thermometers and 2 cloths. Using these materials, I will demonstrate how sweat keeps us cool. Sweat happens when our sweat glands squeeze out water onto the outside of our skin to help control our body's temperature. Let's pretend the cloths are our skin to act as sweat. We will wet one cloth and the other will stay dry. The first cloth is wet and replicating sweat. The second is dry. And as we can see, the temperature is slightly different. The one that produced sweat is 22.5 degrees Celsius and the dry one is 24.7 degrees Celsius. First one is cooler because when your body sweats, it regulates your temperature.
Did you know that sebaceous glands produce an oily substance called sebum, whereas sweat glands produce a watery substance called sweat? Moving on. Erector pili muscles are similar to sweat glands because they both regulate body temperature. Erector pili muscles are connected to each hair follicle, so whenever you get cold and get goosebumps, that is the erector pili muscles doing their work.
This exfoliant helps clean out your pores and stop excess sebum. Just look at the results. Now we sell it in a jumbo size.
Sebaceous glands produce sebum as a protective coating for skin to retain moisture. Sweat glands produce sweat to regulate body temperature. The skin plays an important role considering it's the largest organ in our body.